The World Touring Car 800 on Gran Turismo 7 is a great race for earning lots of credits. So much so, I shared 4 of my favourite cars you can use for this race. And on that video was some great feedback of other cars others have used, which also work really well. So here are 4 other great cars you can use in this race to earn lots of easy credits on GT7. And here we are, the World Touring Car 800 on Sardegna. Quick recap, 15 laps, 8 times fuel, 8 times tyre for cars up to 800 pp, with up to 485,000 credits available, where you can use your own car. And here are 4 other cars that will do well in this race. First is the F1 500 TA, going back to the 80s and turbos of Formula 1. Buy the car in Brand Central for 1 million credits. Head to Asia and go to Gran Turismo to find it. As the car's in Brand Central, go buy it whenever you want. And head to the tuning shop, where we're just going to get the power restrictor and ballast, fully customisable racing transmission and racing hard tyres, just so we can turn down the power a bit and adjust the car's weight to fit the PP. We're also just going to change the gearing a bit for better fuel management, and racing hard tyres to fit the PP as well, which do work great on the car. And all done, these are the numbers we're going to set the car to. Everything else we need is fitted as standard, with it being a race car. And the setup for the F1 500 TA is pretty straightforward, going for as much steering as we can with the suspension, with a bit of toe angle to help out. The differential set help the car be more stable in cornering, so we can carry more speed and get around the track even faster. While a fully customisable racing transmission is set to 280 km an hour. The gearing left mostly unadjusted, but we have just changed 5th gear a tiny bit, as well as the final output to help save fuel by not hitting the rev limiter. The power restrictor is set to 75, with the ballast on 100, the ballast positioning on 0. While a fully customisable ECU is set to 70, with downforce minimum on the front, maximum on the rear. And brake balance is set to +5, to free up the front end a bit more, to get more rotation from the car in cornering. And when ready, you should be on 799 pp, 517 brake horsepower. For the race, fuel mix 1 and put your foot down. The F1 500 TA with this setup is a fantastic car to take round Sardegna, and the racing hard tyres will see you through. 2 stops on laps 5 and 10 to refuel, and keep your foot down some more. And taking the checker flag in this one in a time of 24:15, averaging mid to high 132s, low 133s a lap. Fastest lap of 132.044. This car really is a great choice for this race, and you will be in total control and win by miles. Next is the Lexus LF LC VGT. This 5-litre V8 concept to the LC production car is also found in Brand Central. Pick it up for 1 million credits. And being in Brand Central, pick up the car whenever. And head to the tuning shop, where all we need is the ballast and racing hard tyres. And that's it. As a VGT car, and this car in particular, there isn't anything else we need. Everything else we do need is fitted as standard, so we're good to go. And here's what we're going to set the car to get it ready to take on the race. Which in the setup isn't that much. We've just gone for a lower suspension on the front than the rear with a bit of negative camber angle to help out with general handling, while the differential set help the car rotate a bit more when on the brakes for a smoother drive into corners and corner exit, while the transmission that comes with the car is set to 320 km an hour, the gearing left as it comes. The power restrictor is greyed out as we don't have one, with ballast on 188 and the ballast positioning on -50. The fully customisable ECU is set to 100, downforce maximum on the rear and minimum on the front, and brake balance is set to 0, but you can change it if you want. And with that, that's bang on 800 pp, 612 brake horsepower. And the car on the whole does drive really nicely. The ride feels nice and smooth and equally planted to the Sardegna circuit, and the racing hard tyres work just about perfect. 2 stops, at the end of lap 6 to refuel, and then the end of lap 11 to top it up to see you through to the end. Or you can fuel save in the second stint, and the car can do a one-stop race, finishing this one in a time of 25:10, averaging mid to high 135s a lap, with a fastest lap of 135.099. The Lexus VGT isn't the quickest, but it does drive really well, and will still give you a very commanding victory. Now we're going to take a look at the Audi RS5 Turbo DTM, found in Brand Central for 800,000 credits. This 2019 DTM machine can also be a machine around Sardegna. And being in Brand Central, go get the car as and when. And go to the tuning shop and grab the ballast, the fully customisable racing transmission and racing hard tyres. And for this one, that's all you need. As a race car, everything else is fitted as standard. And here's what it'll be to enter the race. For the setup, we've gone for a medium ride height on the suspension, and differentials will help the car be a bit more agile, giving us a bit more control in cornering, and better overall drivability. The fully customisable racing transmission is set to 320 km an hour, the gearing left unadjusted. While the power restrictor is greyed out, as we don't have one, the ballast is on 200, the ballast positioning on -50. While a fully customisable ECU is set to 100, downforce is 737 on the front and maximum on the rear. And good to go on 799 pp, 603 brake horsepower. Brake balance on 0, but can be changed. This car is really good, with the option to be a bit more aggressive or just sit back and enjoy the drive. Either way, you'll easily get through the race on a one-stop strategy. Run fuel mix 1 and pit at the end of lap 7, fuel saving for a couple of laps, and fuel save a couple of laps in the second stint to easily get through to the finish. And finishing this one in a time of 24:50, averaging high 134s, low 135s a lap, with a fastest lap of 1 minute 34.608. The Audi RS5 Turbo DTM, like the Lexus, isn't the quickest, but like the Lexus, it will for sure give you a very convincing win. And if you want to add some rotary power into the mix, why not try the Mazda 787B? The winner of Le Mans in 1991, but its also reliable R26B rotary engine, can be found in a Legends car dealership for 3.3 million credits. Head over there when it's in there to pick it up. And head over to the tuning shop and just grab the fully customisable racing transmission and racing medium tyres. The great thing about this one is not needing to turn down the power. Likewise, add any weight with any ballast. Maximum power all the way. And when you're done, here's what we're going to set the car to take to the track. And here is the setup, going on minimums on the front and maximums on the rear of the suspension, with differentials to help out with steering. The fully customisable racing transmission is set to 370 km an hour, the gearing left as standard. There is no power restrictor, and we don't need to apply any ballast. While a fully customisable ECU is set to 100, with max downforce on the rear, minimum on the front, and the brake balance is set to 0. And all good to go on 795 pp, 690 brake horsepower. For this one, fuel mix 1 and floor it. The car does go great with the racing transmission, and the 787B will see you through the race in next to no time. The fuel will go through to end of lap 7, lap 8, so pit when it's time, take tyres and fuel, and keep going. Fuel save a few laps in the second stint, and all good. And in 23:20, race over. Averaging mid to high 129s a lap, fastest lap 129.199, and you can go even faster. The car with this setup is a bit on edge, but get the hang of it and it is an absolute beast, and does completely dominate this race. And there we are, 4 more great cars you can use for the World Touring Car 800 on Sardegna. With each race and the clean race bonus, that's 727,500 credits, which in around 50 minutes or so in each car is around 1.5 million credits. Each of these cars really do work well, and if you haven't tried any of these cars for yourself, then why not give them a go? And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video, or live stream. Thanks for watching.